the Zoom app on this phone laptop. So, all right. So thank you very much for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming all the way to this exciting presentation. The beauty of what we have today is something that I really can't also put words to, because I'm so sure that we have come this far, and this is another new phase. 2021 for me will not work except we prepare for it. There is no magic to success. There is no other way to look at it. Everyone you see that is truly successful and prepared for it. And someone says it's better to be prepared and you don't see the opportunity than to see the opportunity and you're not prepared. And a lot of people today I know very well are going through a lot because they are not prepared. So part of the essence of what we are going to make progress with is the fact that we're bringing a whole lot of skills in front of you. There are three things you need to grow this business. Number one, you need the right mindsets, and we've done mindset training. Number two, you need the right skill sets, and we're trying to bring the skills in front of you. And number three, you need the right tool sets. So I call it mindset, skill set, tool set. If you can have the right mindset, now a lot of people are not doing fine because they don't have the right mindset. It's not really about MLM. Too much complaint. They're always wondering how come every other person is feeling good about the company, but they are not feeling good about the company because their mindset is wrong. So first is mindset. Second thing is skill set. Get the right skills. Network marketing is like every other profession. There's a skill to it. Everybody has a skill to follow. So if you can sit down and say to yourself that, okay, what are the skills? What do I need to do in order to become very, very successful? Now, if I can pay attention to those keys, I'll probably do very fine. But if I'm not paying attention, if those keys are not in front of me, how am I going to perform very well? So the right skills, know the skills necessary, because we go out there every day hearing people saying things like, oh, this company is for those people that are doing that. Why can't I be that person? Now they make you feel like there are some special people for the results. There are people who are entitled to win or this game. And I said to myself, why can't I be that guy that is entitled to win? Let nobody deceive you. Every profession have amateurs and they have professionals. Not just MLM, not just network marketing. And let nobody deceive you that not everybody gets to win with this industry. The honest truth is not everybody gets to win with every industry. Every industry in this world. So what I usually share with people is who are the winners? If you were to be a basketball player, there's no guarantee that you'll be one of the top basketball players. But if you want to become the top basketball players, you need to make a decision, first of all, to be very good and exceptional. So these things are learned. These things are things people go after. So there's this, just like every other profession, there's a skill to everything. We have a skill to MLM, but a lot of people don't pay attention to it. Everyone doing fine today, I can tell you, they've all spent time to learn the skills. In fact, I know a lot of leaders today that came in here, they were not doing fine before. In fact, initially, they had no belief in themselves. It never came to them very clear that one day they could be the superstar in the industry. But today, they're making serious amount of money. I usually share with people, even if some people like get to ask me, what does it take to become very, very successful? And this is my point. Becoming very successful with this industry is a whole lot. It's just what I'm telling you. Mindset. Get your mindset right about what network marketing is. We've done mindset training day one. If you were not on the mindset training, go and pick the informations there. And we're encouraging you to get the right tools. I tried to talk about that yesterday. We're going to put a lot of tools for you guys this year. I'm trying to work on 2 professional videos that can be used for tools this year. So, but then the right skill set is your responsibility. Learn it, practice it, and practice and practice and practice and practice over and over and over and over again till you become that pro. All right, so today I want to teach about one particular skill it took me a lot to learn this. It took me a lot to really put these two things together. Now, the benefit of learning these skills is that you can always put food on your table. You can't know what I'm about to teach you and you're hungry. You can always put food on your table. You can always feed yourself. So when I came into Pure, I was able to separate the business into 4 different businesses. You have stockists. Stockists, at least, is for people who have money to start that. Not everybody can become a stockist. Number 2, you can buy and retail this product. Like a lot of people have some good skills selling the product already online. Some people are very good on retailing, but I figured out the one of referral. And the referral bonuses of Pure is massive. If you refer someone to buy the lowest pack, which is 77,000 naira, you're making over 16,000 naira just for one referral. So I'm getting one man to buy this pack. I'm getting 16,000 naira. And the question is, how can I get 10 persons to buy this pack? So if I have 10 individuals that can pick up this pack, I'm expecting 16,000 naira times 10. That's 160,000 naira. That's massive. So what I intend to do was, how do I now bring this into a business perspective? Now, you see, this is not something, why a lot of people are not doing fine is that you want to be casual about this game and you want to also do fair. This is not something to be casual about. This is proper business. People call me on phone and say, I don't want to introduce anybody. And I always bring plain, because this is business for you. If you don't want to work, you don't want to earn also, just pick one of them. He said, I don't want to do anything. And I said, okay, fine, this is business. This is not an investment scheme. This is business. Because it is business, you need to know that you have a role to play. Now, the role I have to play every day when I got started was, how do I keep closing sales? How do I get people into my Pure business every single day? Now, this concept is, I really wanted to do it in a way that I won't have to be on the sun. I won't have to go everywhere, talk to people's home. Now, there's a difference between direct marketing and this particular marketing I'm about to show you. How you can do this with your smartphone, how you can sit down at home and be able to close sales. But if you are not organized, you can't achieve this. If you don't organize your mind to know that this is your business, and this is what you ought to do. Now, this period, we're about to close more sales. You want to go big. You can actually pay yourself very, very well with the referral bonuses of Pure. Because if let's assume you were closing the family pack, which is now about family pack is about, let me get the exact number again. I keep mixing them up. Yes. So I'm assuming we're closing them in different formats. So what you have right now is assumed to be, somebody just help me get the different prices at right here.
212.
Okay, could just write it. So family pack is 212, and the business pack is about 400 and for what again? That's over. You could just write it out on the chart here for me. So we have 212 and we have 400 plus. I was supposed to share my screen with my laptop, but since I'm not using the laptop anymore, so 411,000 for the family pack, business pack. So you have these 3 packs to focus on. You have the family, you have the business, and you have the whole things put together. So you have the family, you have the business, and you also have the personal starter pack. Personal starter pack is 16,000. The family starter pack should be about 40 something, probably 30 something. Let me see. I'm trying to get the exact figures again. We're just moving into this new price. The old ones are still on my head. So I'll share that on my screen. So the family starter pack is referral bonus to the family starter pack, and someone write it for me, and the business starter pack again for me, so I can see to just work with what we have right here. So the family starter pack referral bonus, the business starter pack referral bonus, yes, there's that one. So the family starter pack is 40,000 naira. Okay, that's it. So if I refer someone to buy the family starter pack of 411,000, I'm getting about 40,000 naira. If I get someone to buy the business starter pack of 231,000, I should be getting over 60,000 naira. So I get 16,000 naira for personal starter pack. I'm getting 40,000 naira for family starter pack, and I'm getting 60,000 naira for the business starter pack. Going into this business is like this. I'm going to say to myself, like, Moses, what? Because the difference between referral bonus and team bonus is that team bonus, your success is not tied to you. Your success is tied to the volume your entire team can create. That's how you benefit from team leadership, becoming a team leader. But benefiting from referral bonus, your success is tied to you. Now, I said something sometime. You cannot tell the amount of tomatoes a tomatoes plant can generate, but the numbers of tomatoes a tomatoes plants can generate, but you can tell the numbers of tomatoes you can plant. So I can't tell the numbers of tomatoes plants that a tomatoes plant can produce, but I can tell the numbers of tomatoes I can plant. I can decide to say, we're going to plant 20. You're going to dig 20 holes and put these things inside the ground. But what they will produce is not what I can talk about. Now, the same with our business today. The referral is where you need to play your major role, first of all. First of all, now you start with referring people to the business. Of course, some will stay, some will produce more, some won't produce at all, and some of them. But this is more like, what will I call it, seed planting. The sower start planting. The good thing is that your business strength will grow from your referral strength. First of all, you need to understand that you are in business to introduce people, and you are not there to decide how far or how long they will be in the business. You can't do that. None of us are doing that to date. We get people in. It's just like the parable of the sower, if you know that story very well. He says some of the seeds, some will fall on good soil, some fell on the bad, some fell on the roadside, some the best of the air will pick them away, and some of them tongues will prong them, and then each of these things now. But they follow that story very well. I love this parable very well. He said the sower kept sowing. So even when some were going on the roadside, some were picked by the birds of the air, the sower kept sowing. And definitely some fell on the good soil. Now the ones that fell on the good soil, some produced 100 foods, 200 foods. Now you see, just one on the good soil alone can change your life. The role of recruiting is a role of, I'm not here to decide the pace of these markets, but I'm going to do this consistently till we start making progress. So when a lot of us got started, it wasn't just about the referral bonus. We're going to talk about the bonuses you enjoy. But then it was more after looking for the right leader. But you can't tell people from their look, to be honest, you can't. Sometimes you get some people, I'm looking at some person, I'm expecting them to do well. They ended up not being the ones for the business. Then I'm seeing someone that I wasn't thinking that this guy might be interested. But that guy, in a way, caught the fire more. And because he caught the fire more, we started pushing together and started building together. And gradually, the systems started moving fast. But then I wasn't thinking that guy would be serious. I've met some successful people that I never thought they would be very serious with Pure, because I felt that they were having money already. So they won't even consider what we're about to say. But they happen to be the ones coming for every meeting, preaching the message better than the guys I was thinking that were free. Now, I've seen situations where the person is looking free. He called you and he said, I'm not doing anything at the moment. My life is frustrated. In fact, things are terrible for me. And you say, oh, this will be the perfect guy for my business. We are, come, let's do ML network marketing. This company is good, this company is great. In fact, our leader is doing this, our leader just got a car, and you fed those things to get those guys excited. And finally, he went and he picked money and he got registered. A few days later, boom, he's out of the business. And you're wondering, why is he out of business? Can't you see what you're saying? Can't you? You're upset. Now, you need to know this. The sower kept sowing. It is not your business of where are they falling, who, it's not all the seeds planted which grow. Just need to know that. You're not going to have all, but you're interested in the ones that will fall on the good soil, the ones that has the capacity to produce fruits. And we can't tell, so you just need to keep sowing the seed. In the beginning, when I started, today I have somewhere here. Each time I look back to how I got connected with Samuel is one of the top leaders with the above average team, making serious figures in every single month. I saw him, of course, I knew he was in Forex, but I saw him online. I've been seeing his posts on Facebook. So I decided to reach out to a lot of people on my Facebook wall that very day. When I got started, I wrote to a lot of people, hi. I have a great opportunity to discuss with you. Will you be open-minded to take a look at it? Some said yes, some said no. Some of them who eventually said yes, saw the opportunity, told me this is not what they are looking for. I said, what are you looking for? Some boldly say what they are looking for is how they could put money somewhere and they won't do anything and the money will work for them. And I said, okay, that's not what I'm selling. I think this is big. Some weeks, some would sow what someone is waiting. But Samuel saw that same week was the same time I got Samuel. He said, okay, I'll take a look at it. And then he did. And today, he's one of the top leaders in the industry. I'm saying this because I can go over so many names. We really can't tell. All my years in this business, I've just concluded that a lot of people, the truth is, if you are hoping you will just introduce 10 solid leaders and become a multi-millionaire in MLM, you are missing it. But if you make a decision that I'm not just going to stick to any number, I'll keep working. Like I needed 10 solid guys. So my interest was to go for 100 so I can get just 10. Now this year, I'm about to go for more recruiting pace. I just want to do new 100. If I can get a new 100, I'm not going to, these 100 are not going to be guaranteed. I'm telling you the truth. But then out of those 100, 10 solid leaders will pop up. So it's really not about the passive income in a way. I mean, it's not about the referral bonuses you get, but more about the residual you will get from just the 10, the tomatoes that we produce. Because the guys produce more, because you really can't tell. So this is what we're going to be doing now. So my mind was like, can I go for 10, 100, 200? Let me recruit more so I can get the serious ones. The business is like I wish I had a card here today to show you. You're looking for the best of the best, but you can't pick them immediately. You can't, sometimes you get them from your first recruit. You happen to talk to the first guy. You might be lucky. The first guy might be the guy you're looking for. But the second guy will not be. The third might not be. The fourth might not be. But they are joining the business. I'm not talking about people saying no now. I'm talking about people saying yes. And they are registering. But there is no guarantee that because they paid their money, they will perform very well. We can't decide that. We can't even talk about that, because I've seen a situation where I got somebody registered today. The next week, the same person called me and said, Moses, celebrate with me. I said, what happened? He said, I just finally got the job I've been looking for. So I might not be able to keep up with this business anymore. Thank you for showing me. And I said, I was trying to understand. Like, I felt this person had come to the knowledge of what we're about to build, but then that one is gone. I've seen situations where some people got registered today, and the next week they took the product home, and their neighbors make jest of them. And that same day was the ending of the business. Somebody called them aside and said, you joined them. Okay, I know this thing. Blah, 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 blah. All of those stories, that business is ending there. You need to get ready. But the sower kept sowing. That's the message. That's the point. You can't say, oh, because some of them, the best of the earth took it, so I won't plant anymore. Oh, some of them I planted, they didn't come out, they didn't grow. You have to keep planting, because you really can't tell the seed with the potential for greatness. So you just put them on the ground, keep planting, keep planting, keep planting. So the act of referring people to this business is the act of planting. That's when you're doing the planting. The good news is when you're doing this, you are getting paid for doing it. So I refer someone to join the business, and that person is in my business, and I'll get a referral bonus, and I will also enjoy the residual for a long time. But I'm telling you that this residual, you could go through 100 names before you get a 10 that can produce a residual for you. So you can't get the residual 100%. You have to go through that same process. So I'm going back to so because two things now. So you're getting referral bonus and you get the residual of that person if they happen to be the serious one. Tomorrow's training is when we're going to spend time talking about team building, how you can generate that residual from people if you happen to get the right one. That's what we're going to spend time talking about. But today, I want to talk about the act of recruiting, the psychology of recruiting, the whole mindset around it. I want to give you good news. You might be speaking to the right person, but because of the wrong skills and the wrong approach, you won't get them in. I struggled for years thinking network marketing is all about showing people the compensation plan and waiting for them to make a decision. Until I came to realize that business generally is beyond that. If you really want to succeed in business, you need to also know something, that people don't make decisions on their own. A lot of people will make decisions based on how much you were able to pull them in. Decision happened to be one of the hardest things. It looks easy, but not easy. Especially the decision to buy. Nobody wants to be sold. Even when it is good, people are careful not to make the mistakes. So you need to understand that it takes some level of experience, training on yourself. Now you need to know that I need to improve so I can close some good sales. These are always in front of you. The reason why we're training you is because I'm not always where you are. Most of us are not living together. So I don't know the D's are in front of you, but you are losing those D's because you've not mastered some actual skills. First of all, you need to ask yourself, what are we selling? Because everybody's selling. But what are we selling? Because what are we selling? I came to realize that if you can sell better, you make more money. Though, what are we selling? So, are we selling the products? Great products. But know what you're doing. If you sell the product, you get customers only. And to sell the product, what are we selling? Should I just go and talk to people about pure products and then give them all the facts about it? To a great extent, they will listen, but then it won't get them into the business like you were thinking. So most people have been struggling because all they do every day to refer people in is that they put it on their status. In fact, some people just felt it's all about status, so they just copy all my status and put. But that is not what is giving the business. That's not why. In fact, those things are just to entertain the audience sometimes. One out of many chances you can get a closed deal on that. But if you learn how to be deliberate, intentional on closing sales, then you will. But why you ask yourself, what am I selling? So I'm going to pick the different points that I was selling when we started. Number one, I sold the idea of shop for your health. I think that works because the story I was building around that is the concept of people paying attention to their health. Now, I'm introducing what I call shop for your health and also earn. I'm trying to lead this on for some certain class of people. Shop for your health and earn. it's more like they are shopping for their hair. But then what I was preaching was a lot of time people, what will I call it, get what we call a lot of time people get what we call a lot of working class people that I know of that are doing very fine for themselves already will not even want to join network marketing. So you see, because network marketing to them is like one of these schemes where they had to go and bring in their friends. But then I started learning that if some of them could see the idea of shopping for their health, because at the level where a lot of them is currently, their body is almost like they need this product on a daily basis to stay alive and stay healthy. And our product is even cost effective than some of their drugs currently. Most people you see every day, they are laughing with you, they are smiling with you, but they are not fine. So if I can take that as a business, I'm seeing almost all of them like my business partner. So what I started doing was teach these people how to shop for their health. Show them, I'm not just telling you about pure, I'm showing you why you need to shop for your health. And thank God we have one of the best products that is doing that for us. So I sold Shop for Your Health. The second thing I sold that really works big time for me was position. The idea of people coming in to take position with us as we're expanding cannot be overemphasized. If you learn how to set position, you have an edge. For example, if you are telling people, come into my business today, now we're going on a 90 days burst of energy. Within now the next 90 days, all of the activities you will create in this business will be under them. Trust me, a lot of people will appreciate it. But if you don't sell it to them, there won't be a decision to make. The idea about selling position is so interesting because you are selling the future. The future. Most businesses have seen are struggling, sorry. Yes, so most businesses have seen, a lot of people have seen they're struggling because they really don't know how to sell the future. People buy today, but they buy the future more. Your pure business, you have a future to sell. If you give it out, you're giving it out for nothing. Those persons joining you today have secured the future. If you decide to say to them, to know that, see, because people don't pay because they don't know, they can't see value to what they are paying for. And secondly, a lot of people don't pay for things because they can't see what they are losing not doing it. So you need to ensure that you are showing people what they stand to lose. For health, I'm showing you what to stand to lose. You are losing your health by not using our products. That's how to sell. For position, you need to show them what they stand to lose. That's how to sell. If not, nobody's ready to buy anything. Everybody is buying because they kept seeing what they stand to lose, not doing it. And the salesman kept showing them what they stand to lose, what you stand to lose. And the idea of this is what you stand to lose is very, very important. Now, position selling is one way you can enable people to understand what they stand to benefit from you if they are joining you, if you want to build 2021 big time. Now, remember, we're trying to get the numbers because we can't determine who's going to be in and serious. So I'm trying to show you how to sell so you can recruit. Some people won't buy into Shop for Your Health, but they'll buy into the idea of securing a position with you today. So your activities for the next 90 days will be under them. That's a great selling point. A lot of us got most of our leaders in today, and today they are strong in the business, but they came in because they needed to secure a position for the rain that will be coming. I'm going to use Samuel again as an example because I can't forget then in the beginning, we started and I said to him, Bro, after showing him the opportunity online, he saw the plan. And guess what he said? I'll take my time. Do you know everybody said that? I'll take my time. You know, showing the plan is different from you start selling when you start closing. That's a two different thing. A presentation, I can present a plan to you, but that's to show you what the company has. Presentation is like teaching, but you start selling when you start closing. So I'm saying to him, I knew he was not close yet. So watch this. He said, I will take my time. Somewhere is right here. He knows what I'm saying. He said, I'll take my time. Give me some time. So I gave him time, just 1 day, 2 days. I noticed that he still not seeing it. So I knew that I haven't closed him. So I went back and I picked up the phone and I said to him, somewhere, that plan you saw from the time we spoke, 15 persons has registered in the industry. If you had made a decision then, this 15 would have been under you. But because you said no, you want to take your time, you are losing people on the table. I feel you are losing a whole lot of money on the table just by this your decision. Why don't you start today? Because more people are coming now within the nearest future. And someone say, are you serious? That same day he got registered. That's closing. Now you see, he was interested, but as a point, I haven't closed him. I want you not to be a networker. I want you to be an entrepreneur. This is a skill for every entrepreneur. You need to know when I'm closing the sales and when you're closing the sales. The sales are, you left it open. And I'm telling you, one deal is that one strategy of closing any sales is when you are able to show people what they stand to lose or what they are losing by their own decision. And so you have a great company that has things that people are losing, not making a decision. For our healthy product, people are not using our product. Their bodies stand to lose. They are prone to diseases. They are prone to certain health challenges. They can see what's going out there today. So this is one way you can easily sell what you have with ease, with softness, not with harshness. But you need to let this person know, I'm not just pushing this product to you. I'm trying to save your life. The age we are right now, your body glutathione has started dropping from 25 years. As you grow older, it drops rapidly. The chances of your immune system is lower as compared to when you were younger. So finally, Pure has introduced a technology that can boost the body glutathione over 325% increase. This has never been done before. Because of this, a lot of doctors are appreciating what we have. In fact, this is the best way to keep building your immune system. So if you have money, the best thing I can advise you is get this back to your body system. I'm telling you this because I'm trying to secure lives. Now, this alone, in the midst of all this discussion, the person is saying what he stands to lose, and he's saying that he needs to pay attention to his health. Now, it could be like a gist, but trust me, it's perfect than a guy who can come there and say, do you know of glutathione? Glutathione is 3 amino acids that comes together, blah, 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 blah. So many information. You see, great information, but that is not enough. But then this is what I'm going to share with you guys again. Ability to sell the position. Now, is one reason why I sold position very well in the beginning. When we came into this company, there was no products as much, but some of us are still pushing, like boom. The reason why we were pushing hard and we're getting the result was because we went beyond just the business, went beyond just, everybody was saying, oh, no product, no business, no product, no business. But then I recall that it wasn't just the health product that was important. There was also another thing called the future in this business. Pure has product. You can sell the product, shop for your health, but you can sell the future. And the future is why you need to tell people to sell position. You don't just tell them take position. You are selling the future. Just like me telling you to shop for your health, I'm offering you a product that can allow you to stay healthy. Now, if I'm telling you take position, I'm offering them a future. What future? You need to create the future as a story. You need to allow people to see where this business is going to. So when we got started, they were in products, but some of us knew that this business is going to be big and it's going to be massive. So we kept selling the future. And imagine anybody who comes in today and takes position on your structure. If someone joins now and the person takes the first position, that person has secured the future, because every activities, everything you're going to build in this business will flow under them. So you shouldn't even beg the people that you're talking to at your first stage of your business. You should let them see the future and they will beg you to join. So I go over it again. If I'm joining the business today and my structure is up there, I'm going there. I was coming with my back office then to show to people, look at me here. I'm just starting. All the legs are still fresh. If you come in today, you'll be one of my early guys. And the early guys are going to enjoy the spillover of my later work. So are you in or are you out? That alone can grant you registration every day of your life. This is not about, hey, am I saying it? I'm telling you. But if you're not acting like, if you don't come up like someone that is serious about this business, nobody will join you, even at your early stage. Let them know how much passionate you are putting into this. And then, because you are passionate, people will join you. You're looking at, oh, this guy is ready to take this thing to the next level. I'm in. So you need to know how to sell the future. Let me shock you with something about the future. A lot of businesses you see today, people are buying the future. They're not buying anything. I see a lot of people buy cryptos, buy the coin. Those things are just codes, coin that you just hear about. But you see, it's all about speculations too. But imagine the amount of money people could put in, including most of us, because all we believe is one day this X amount of coin will go to this X amount of value. And then this is it. I'm buying the future. I didn't buy it today. I'm not paying for today. I'm paying for tomorrow, because I'm saying that this value today can appreciate. And there's a high tendency nothing will happen. But because the fear of losing out, you get to secure something today. The same way with real estate. None of the real estate guys are moving with it. Have you seen anybody who come to you and sit down and say, okay, guy, I'm a real estate guy. Now, this is a parcel of land. He brought sand and he was throwing it up. This particular land is this X amount of value. In fact, feed the texture. This is it. There's no marketing like that for real estate guys. But these guys are making sales. How are they creating their own sales? They're selling the future. They come to you, they show you tomorrow. Just showing you tomorrow, that tomorrow alone you can go home and you have sleepless nights. Let people know the future of your business. They will join you. This is beyond pure products. This is you. What do you want to do within now and the nearest future? In the next 90 days, we are storming this business. In fact, share your plan, create the plan, build a story around it. Everybody if people can see your future, they'll secure you. But you're not selling yourself. You see, because you were thinking it's pure products. It's not pure product, it's you. What's your intention? What are you planning to do? Sell it back. Let them know that if I put you here, this is what we're going to create in the nearest future. If I'm creating this, you stand the chance to benefit from this volume. And then imagine what this volume could be for them in the next 5 years, even if they don't touch the business. We have a great company that don't flush the point of people away. So in the next 2-3 years, they come back to the business, volume is packing up for them. A lot of leaders here today came in a few days later. They came in last year. They got into this business with me 2019 and they did nothing. And like if you saw your volume, he came in and he saw 500,000 points. It was crazy. Like what? So imagine if when I was telling him to take a position, he refused to. He joined and he did nothing. 1 year later, he came back to the business. He was amazed about the volumes that have been gathering under him. Now, this is what you have been giving for free to people. This is what you are begging people for. Because you are not selling to them, you are begging them. Because I can't be selling something that will benefit you and beg you on top. All I have to show you is the value. I'm telling you that this is me, this is what I'm about to do, this is what we are creating, and this is how you can benefit from it. So one way they can benefit from your joining you is that they can benefit by getting the products that is adds value to them. Do you know they can benefit by joining your structure and benefit from the future? Sell the future. Know how to sell the future. The third thing I needed to know that is selling, you need to know how sales work. In case you don't know. So the future is selling. Another thing again that is selling is your passion. Your passion is everything. How passionate you are about things can drive people to you. You see, a lot of people have made decisions in the past towards passion. For I've seen people that is passionate, but they really haven't gotten the knowledge about the business. But because they were passionate, people were joining them. Passion is like somebody running very distant, running. People just you were walking, and then you saw a crowd running towards you. That crowd, without even thinking, immediately you will start running. Only for you to get forward and ask them, why are we running? And the next person is also saying, I'm also trying to know why I'm running to. Why am I running? This situation has been happening. What made you to run that way? Run that way was because of the passion you met. People smell your passion. How do you show them that you are passionate? This is the concept I'm trying to show you. The way to show them you are passionate is you need to always put yourself in that position. Always create activities around you. The person is saying no to do. You showed him the plan. He said no to you today. Don't stop there. Don't stop there. Put the person on activity mode view. Keep being busy. Be busy. Talk with passion. Show the energy you are putting. I told you I'll build this business. It's going to be big and it's going to be massive. And then a few days later, you saw me sleeping and confused, like you won't even join. See, everybody's your potential customers. Just know that they are watching you. Not everyone will say yes immediately. No business on earth work that way. Some will say yes today. Some will say no today and later say yes again. But you need to understand that everyone can still be your member, can still be on your team. You need to show passion enough. Now, today we have status. Those status are there to show the passion you have about this business. The passion. You're showing them the passion, like let them see the passion, real passion. That's what your status are designed to do. Now, you need to create activities for yourself. As a leader, you can just create a tour. These tour cities, you can do 3 cities, 2 cities. People don't have to come for those meetings. Some of those meetings, you can hold them in a hotel room. Initially, when we started, I'll do Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, and I'm going to those cities. But yet, some of those cities, nobody came for the seminar. Some people even came for the meeting, and we just had 3 or 4 seats together. And after that, I'm taking pictures. The essence of all these things is because your passion is contagious. If you are really, really passionate about what you're doing, people are observing you. And when they notice you are and you are not faking it, they find it necessary to take their position. You just start getting called like, please don't leave me behind. Carry me along. Position me, I'm ready now. Position me, I'm ready now. That's what your passion can do for you. If you're not creative, so the next time you pick a call and you are telling Mr. A, you're saying, I just did this. And this is it. The business is exploding already. And we're getting more leaders on board. This week, more leaders are joining. I want to know if you love to take your position because you are leaving enough money on the table, not joining. Mr. A is definitely going to say to you, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. He's saying I'm in because he can see the passion. But some of you, you've never showed passion. No one is saying the true passion in you. All you do every day is just post one product, status, very boring life. Create your activities. Create, even if it's just 2-3 meetings. Some of the meetings you are holding, they don't have to register. But ensure that you're having meetings. Ensure, because that's the level, because I'm having meeting here, the people are not registered. Let me show you something. I was going to Bonny Island. While going for that meeting, we did a very good plan, big plan. We're expecting 300, did seat for 300 people, maybe 200, but it's so much. The place was decorated very fine. The lady did balloons everywhere and red carpets. I came into bus and just entering LNG. I was seeing my flyers on the ground. My face was on those flyers. The preparation was good. But I went to that meeting. Only one person came. And that one guy that was there I know he sat down just because he was having feelings for us. The whole seats were empty. That was in the beginning. Nobody was there to listen, but he just managed to listen to us. And I was not sure he was going to join the business. I wasn't sure. But after that meeting, I was still excited. I took a photo with the leader that hosted the meeting. And then she shared the testimony. I did a video of that testimony on the red carpet spot. So the video was excited. I took the video. I put it outside on my status, and I wrote my meeting in Bonny was successful, great, blah, 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 blah. And then she shared that testimony. That was a testimony about autism, that she said she owns a school, and she gave Mila to a boy that wasn't talking, and just one bag of Mila, the boy started talking. That testimony, I sat down and I videoed the testimony. I placed the testimony on my status. Now, I've been speaking to Chinelo about Pure. Chinelo is right here. And Chinelo kept telling me she's not going to be part of it. She's not interested and all of that. But my energy level, that very day I placed a picture video on my status, and she said something to me. She wrote me, she said, "Are you sure of this testimony?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure." "Yes, I'm sure." And then that same day, she paid her money. That same day, she became a leader in the business. Today, she's a Ruby executive in Pure. Now, I needed to understand that the actual activities that will bring the business, activities are just like, we want to fall this wall down. You want to fall a wall with a sledgehammer. You use the hammer, you are hitting the wall. Just keep hitting. And with those force, the wall will fall, go down, but you can't even tell which of the exact hit brought the wall down. That's what passion can do for you in this business. You just have to be passionate. You just have to learn how to create activities. The benefit of this is the people you think that are not listening to you, they are paying attention to you. You told them that there's a lot of volume you're going to create. Now you start adding passion to it. Very soon they start calling you back and say, "Please, can you keep my name in? I've been able to raise 60K. I want to be on board now." This is the exact same thing I want from you. So that's the way. So one thing is passion. You need to sell your passion very well. I need to show your passion. Thank God for social media. People won't travel all the way to come and see you. With the internet today, they can see you from a distance. So you need to always show the passion from a distance. Create small meeting. Do host your business launch. Take photos. Don't say, "Oh, take photos." Show that you are passionate about what you're doing. That alone can sell. So you see, these things are the things people don't pay attention to. Oh, it's all about product. Your product is selling. Follow my status. Your ability to sell the future is one. Your passion is also selling for you. So it's either selling you or it's bringing you down. You're not showing that you're passionate enough. And I'm telling you, one way to show your passion in this game is to create activities and have the photos of what you're doing. There was a time Money Farmer was doing meeting morning to evening. As in, that guy is crazy. And I told him, all of this, you don't take photos. I said, take picture. Because your business also moves online. People are not there to see your passion. But when you take the picture, they can see your activities. And that picture, your activities is what is creating the fire in the mind of a lot of people. These guys are moving. I thought they won't move. They are moving. Maybe the people on that meeting are not planning to register, but then online, you are moving, you are making progress. So that is very important. The next thing I want to share with you is the money-making system we also serve. Ability to show people that there's money in this business will attract a lot of people to pay attention to your business. The same way with your lifestyle. You have a weekly income payment system. Learn how to sell with every level of your life. People are suffering today because they really don't know how to. Do you know if you can make 20,000 naira every week, you are making averagely 20, 40, 80K in a month? That guy you admire in your church, that you love his how he composes himself. Sometimes the salary might not be up to that, but he has been able to manage it in a way that he feels comfortable with it. The good news you have here is that you can manage a level, and has that level also have a potential to grow. You don't, a lot of people see, you need to know very well that even if you're on a particular level, you have to still look good, like you are making money. No one wants to join anybody that is looking poor. The best way to sell that your company is making money is that you have to look good. And looking good at every level, people can tell the difference. If you are not, let's assume you're making 10,000 naira today, and you've not made, before you weren't making money, immediately you start making 10,000 naira, extra 10,000 naira, everyone will notice the difference. At least at your level, people will embrace your growth. But you see, if you are hoping until you start making, until you buy your car first, then you can sell very well. No, selling is a mindset. You need to understand very well that you can't sell the business plan not trying to take care of yourself. You are the money you want to talk about. A few days ago, I started this business, and this was how I started. And I have generated X amount of money, 10,000 naira weekly. Now, you've been able to build your business to 10,000 naira weekly. It's also a good selling point. You're not going to say, oh, this business doesn't. So you need to understand very well that every level must be maximized. If you're making 25K to 30K every week, build yourself around that. There are still good clothes that you can look that could make you look good. It is better to have one quality than to have so many rubbish. It's better you are repeating it every day. Maybe one solid suit. All you are changing is just the white, because you can't save money and you're not looking it. Let's not fake it. And you don't need to have so much to look good. You just need to have your mind knowing that it is necessary. Because a lot of times, your guy who has been with you, you told him about this business and you're still wearing the same shoe. It's not going to, that business is not working there. Because if it's working, you need to know how to move. So before you start saying, oh, I want to start talking about the money, they're not buying the money from me. Learn different levels. If you make, so when I come into the business, I sell the future first. Those that will buy the future will buy the future, or I sell the product. This doesn't require how good you are anyway, but this requires the future that you are presenting. The ones that will buy through the future and the money, I'm going to now use those money to take care of myself. I'll use my own story of how I made some money and how I was able to buy some little things. Like our boss, when he started, maybe he has forgotten, but he kept telling people, I went to my father's house and the door was bad. I personally changed the door. Then he was making as average like 30 to 50K in a week. But that was like a progress to him. He saw his little improvement, his little progress. You need to know that you need to be, every little time, every money you have, you need to make one or two progress with it. And then use the story. So it's not every time you want to wait for your upline story. You need to create your own story. What have you done with the money so far? You know, when I started this business, I was with Chinelo one day and she shared one story. The story touched me. She said she said, Pure has really done well for me, Moses. I went to our harvest. I did a harvest in their church. You see, and all the other ladies were just complaining how the year was terrible, how the year was this, how the year was that. Yeah, she looked back and said the year was good to her. She was able to do this, do that. And she said, for the first time, her husband was so proud of her. She got an office space for herself and she paid the money from her own money. And now she appeared to do a lot of things from her own money. Now, that is her story, but she's not a chairman Black Diamond. But that is her financial story. Now, sitting with somebody to close that person, she can bring in her own story into this. So you want to know how the compensation plan can sell for you fast. When you show the plan, you can close people with what you have done so far. It doesn't have to be big. You just need to know very well that you did something with this. So far, so good. Some leaders last year did 15 million, some did 10 million, some did 20 million. But if you don't know how to work with your own story, you will always think that you are deficient. Oh, I've not bought the Range Rover. If I can buy the Range Rover. That person you're admiring sometimes had no car and he made progress. So what are you learning? Am I going to say to myself that until I can get this? Now you need to understand that at every level, there's a progress. Because you won't grow big to manage this story where you have to manage it well so you can grow big. You have to manage every level very, very well. You have to understand that this level is good enough. Oh, I made 3 sales. Oh, I was able to sell this product like this and I made 25K for myself. Oh, this business is good. Okay, so that's what you want to sell to people. That's what you need to let them know that you are doing fine. Sometimes you don't play with the figures, you play with what you have done, and that's much easier for people to understand. Previously, before now, I'm not able to pay my children's school fees. With this company, I did this, I did that, I did that. You don't have to be, it's not car story. It's not this. You grow to those ones. As you keep growing, you keep the story keep moving up. Story keep moving up. So that's how they work on it. You don't just say to yourself that, if I don't have a story, I have to go and call one of my upline. And then if I can, you have to learn how to build it. You can build it by learning from the product. Take the business to those that can pay first. People are frustrated because they take the business to those people that are like them, that are also frustrated like them, looking for money too. When you have a business opportunity, make a list of people that you are sure that they can pay. 2 things: if they can shop for their heads or they can buy the future, these 2 can pay. The money, use it as a reward for yourself. Learn to reward yourself. Now, when you reward yourself, I can't forget when I got started. I told my brother to go and buy me a shoe, not pure when I started, when I made my first money. I said, buy me a shoe worth 7,000 naira. I can't forget that. And he said, why 7,000 naira? I said, I don't know, 7,000 naira shoe could be good. Because then previously I was wearing 1.5. As at then, that was 2013, 2012. So if I can move to 7,000 naira, everybody will know I'm doing well. At the point again, I went and I said, I got some money and I said, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to use it. So all I'm sharing with you guys today are principles. You need to understand very well that people don't just follow people. They know when you make progress. Go out there and buy one quality clothes for yourself. You have this money. These monies are not expensive. You just need to know how to maximize every progress. That's how you become a team leader. That's how you become a giant in the industry, because you can't just wake up one day and they turn out to be. You will have to know how to move from one level to another. So you're saying to yourself, I want to start selling very well. Learn how to close sales. But either to take your business to those that can afford to pay first. Everyone has them in their life. If you know you don't have people that can afford to pay you money because of anything, at least I usually say 3 levels of buying from you. Some people will buy because they love you. Not really because there are people in your life that because it is you, I will do it. Some people will buy because they want to encourage you. Maybe you have been so useless for a long time and you finally woke up with something very, very, that you're acting very serious. There are people in your life like that. This will be encouragement. And the last set of people will buy. So because they out of pity, they saw your frustration, they saw your head, they just out of pity. So, but either way, they bought from you. This is easy sales. I'm drinking just how simple sales could be. But you need to understand very well that your passion could lead to this. Ability to say it the right way can help you in these things I'm telling you of. So the last one there is our mentorship system. So you are selling, I've given you different things you can sell. You can sell the shop or the product value can bring money to you. Ability to sell the future can bring money to you. Your passion can bring money to you. Ability to show that this business is paying. There's a weekly paying system. Don't just say it from the comp plan. Say it from your upgrade. Even if it's 10,000 naira. Share that story. Last week, I made 10,000 naira from this effort. Tuesday week, I made 20,000 naira. So I put it together. And this person you are selling it to, which will shock you that your story is what he wants to hear, not that 10 million naira story. In fact, that 10 million naira story is giving them heart attack. This gets scaring them. So when you are saying, I move to 30,000 naira every week, you say, wow, that's money. 30,000 naira every week. So I built my business 30,000. So you need to know how to sell your progress. Even if it's 5K, sell the progress. Even if it's 10K, sell the progress. If you are just starting, sell the future. When people start buying to the future, move to the progress. When you start selling the progress, that's one way to grow. The next thing you want to sell is a mentorship. The mentorship for us right here is out of what I'm teaching you right here. People should pay millions. But just them having a starter pack, they can access this training. And this is, for me, this is a level I recruit people on now. I'm now on the level where I've sold the product. I started with the product. I've sold future. My passion has sold for me. I've sold my progress. Now I'm selling mentorship. Because truly, if you really want me to mentor you in this manner, pay your starter pack. That's all I'm asking for. And a lot of people registering these days, that's what I'll be telling you, mentorship. You can also sell the mentorship packs to people too. You can let people know very well that this guy is doing this training. I met this X amount of person. He's a coach. This is what the above average community is doing. This training is far more better as compared to a lot of training out there you've ever experienced. Because we are practical here. A lot of people pay serious money for nonsense. At least I pay for some training these days and I see what people are learning. They are just not even anything special because knowledge is knowledge. But then you are in a place where there is practical community. There are people that are here to go and put it to work. We are good. So that's one aspect that we need to take note of. The last thing I'm going to share with us is the ability to play with the numbers. I wish I have time to do that today. I want you to know very well that all these things work with numbers. Yes, you now know what to sell because I spent time digging on what to sell today because a lot of people don't know what to sell. But then when you know what to sell, you need to know the 4-step formula that of recruiting in this thing, which is called CC. CC, EEFFWW. CC means contact like crazy. EE means expose every one of them. FF means fortune is in the follow-up. And then WW means work with the willing. So I'm going to explain CC for you. CC means if you want to be good with your recruiting and you want to be professional, get a book to drop contact list of people. Get a book to drop contact list of people that you'll be working with. Get a notebook. Put down your CC. Get this book like your CC. Now your CC, your job is that every time I meet new persons, I'm adding them to my list. I go to my phone book and bring in a list of people I want to work with a week. So every week, draft a names of people you want to call for that week. Sit down on a Sunday night and put down these names down. You can put down 50 names down this week. Now your list must be active because sometimes you've been able to go through the list. You've gone through 50 names, you've gone through 100 names, you've gone through 2,000 names, 3,000 names, 4,000 names. The goal is build a list that will get to 1,000 persons one day. Let it be your mission. At least 1,000. There's no way you work on 1,000 names and you won't be there. Somebody will say, how can I work on 1,000? You're not going to work on 1,000 overnight. Let's assume you're doing 50 today, 50 this week, or 50 this week. Out of the 50 this week, you're going to pull out 10 names every day. 10 names to call, 10 names to know the alpha. This is your task for the week. New names that have not seen your plan. They've not heard from you. They don't know what the plan is. They want to show them the plan. 10 times 5 is 50. 10 times 7, you've done 70. So you pull out 70 names this week, and I'm going to do this is the hard work. This thing is not easy. So you do CC, contact like crazy. Now your CC is, don't forget, your list is your inventory. The day you run out of list, you run out of money. Everybody is still working. Like now I'm going for the new 100, so I'm working on a new list. All I'm doing is new CC. This week for me is 10-10 day weekly, 10-10 weekly, just to call them, talk to them and show them, let them know what we're about to do. Share the story. Now, what do you do in exposing them when you put the call? Being able to sell the story to them. You can sell the future, like I told you, on phone. You don't necessarily need big presentation to sell the future. Hey, bro, well, I don't know what you're doing right now, but this is 2021. And I found a new company that is blowing my mind. The reason I'm calling you is because I want to take this company to the next level. These guys have some great products. I haven't seen any product with such level of results. The result around their product is mind-blowing. In fact, I tried the product and I got this X amount of results. This is why I'm excited. I'm going crazy with it. But the reason why I'm putting this call to you is because there is an opportunity for early partners with me. They stand the chance of benefiting long-term with the amount of volume I'm going to be creating. Guess what? This could put millions back to your account. All I want to know is if you'll be in to listen to more about the business plan, because I'll be having a business launch or we're having a business seminar. If you're ready, I can key you in. But trust me, this is a great opportunity. I'm not saying that thing I just said will work. I'm saying if I'm talking to the right person, it will work. But my main job is to talk about it. Some people always copy the script. Oh, give me this exact script. Maybe that's why. This same thing at my level, I will still say it to somebody and the person will still say no. So my job is not to say to the person and expect the person to say yes. The reason I'm saying it is to know if I'm talking to the right person, because the right man will recognize what I'm saying. And who is the right person? Somebody who I'm thinking that is looking for what I'm selling. And there's somebody looking for what you're selling. Your job is that you're searching. You're going through those numbers to know who is that person looking for what I'm selling. Life is like this. Whatsoever, see, I'm not the one making them the decision. They were searching for it. Ma is to work hard so I can get the right man. Because if you're saying something to the wrong person, it won't go anywhere. If I call you Chukuma and your name is Dane, I'll be screaming Chukuma, Chukuma, you won't turn because your name is Dane. Because you've been hearing Dane, Dane. So if I come and I say Dane, you turn immediately. If your name is Mike and I say Mike, you turn immediately. But if your name is Mike and I say Tombra, you won't turn. So the same way with your opportunity, if they are not searching for it and you are selling it, sometimes they don't even figure it out. So you know this one is not your fault, but you've sowed the seed. You move to the next one. You move to the next one. Now, the next thing is EE. Your job is to expose all of them. So I'm selling them to know, come and see the plan. Either I'm inviting them to a business launch where they can come and see the full plan, or I'm telling them about a video they can watch, or I'm telling them about a Zoom meeting they can attend. Expose all of them to all the plan. I'm showing to expose them to the Zoom meeting, expose them to the business launch, expose them to every meeting. Then the fortune is in the follow-up. Follow-up is the ones that have seen the plan and you are sure they show the little slight interest, but they don't have the money to join or they are not yet on board. Put them on the list. Those guys are still going to be where, see, the money is in the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up, not in the contact list, not in the exposure, but in the follow-up. Why? The more numbers you have on your follow-up, the more money you can make in the nearest future, because that follow-up list is where it is working. A lot of them are interested but no money. So this is how you go about it. Sometimes you come back and you share one powerful testimony of our products to them. Don't forget them. They are not yet on board, but show them the product again. That, see, this lady took this product and this is a testimony. In many occasions from my experience, their parents or they themselves are going through a lot of health challenges that they don't know about. So when your testimonies keep repeating, it's a sign that your own is working. So one day they're just going to call you, can I get a pack? It's okay. And then you get the pack to them. Or the reason why you need to have them on your follow-up list, because somehow, somebody else is going to prospect them. Somehow, some of them with their good mind will recall that you were being the one talking to them, showing them this thing. But you don't press them with every week follow-up. You can do, every day follow-up. You can do your follow-up every week. Once in a week, you put them a product reminder. You write them, you put them on your one broadcast list, and you say to them, hi, today is a good day. And this is what I'm excited. This is why I'm excited about Pure. Do you know Pure handles this, and this is a testimony? That could be a follow-up. The person you didn't present, you didn't do it. Once in a week, you could let them, invite them again to a business launch. I know you've attended once, but there's a powerful event going on today. I wish you can be part of it. Let me know if you are in. That's a follow-up. That's what you do on those lists. Those ones have seen the plan, but they are not yet on board. And then you can still come back again on follow up again, letting them know when new leaders are joining your business. Hey, I know I have a gift for you. A powerful leader is about to join my business today. If you send your money today, I'll put him under you. That's a follow-up. I can tell you this is working and is massive. That's a follow-up. A powerful leader is joining my business today, and I can tell you if you join my business today, I'll put him under you. I've seen that happen several times. I've seen people that plan never to join the business, but I wrote to them that, hey, bro, a powerful leader is joining my business today. And guess what? This leader will be coming with a lot of people more in the business. If you join my business today, I'm putting this guy under you and you enjoy the rest money within that nearest future. The next answer I'm getting is that I'm in. Moses, don't leave me. I'm in. Please, give me time. Sometimes I give them between now and 12 o'clock in the day, between 6 p.m. If you meet up, I give you this meeting and I'm having this guy under you. Oh, I'm in. I've done several registrations. There was a week I got 10 solid registration, just like this. One person paid money. I took his alert. I went to my follow-up list. I sent it there and everybody just there saying, oh, give me time. I'm raising the money. I have 50K already. Let me go and look for 10K. Now I'm getting, I'm getting. Boom. I got 10 sign up that day. Imagine if my follow-up was low. That sign up will not be high. WW, work with the willing. This is MLM for you. Work with the willing. Remember what I said to you. You can't make everybody the willing ones. And that is going to take us to tomorrow's training. Team building, and that's where we are today. So thank you very much for today. Thank you for listening. I got Pastor Thompson hands up already. Let's hear from Thompson. Pastor Thompson, can you unmute your mic from your end? Let's hear from you, sir.
Wow, Mr. Moses, this is really an amazing one. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, above average community from home and abroad. Good morning, 2021, the year of massive results. I must confess that this meeting is worth paying 500,000 naira for. I mean, 500,000, not 500 naira. 500, that's $500,000 for. Because you just started reminding me of how this whole game started. I remember when I started this business, though we have a simple business model, it's simple to duplicate, it's simple to copy. Yet, it's not just something we talk about alone. Only doers are justified in their bank account. Like you said, every leader in this business, every top earner in this business is doing something that other persons are not doing. When I saw this opportunity, I knew it was a goal for me because I heard something from Mr. Tombra. He said, if you do what a successful man does, you too will succeed. The value got to me that day, and I knew I could, it's not like my regular job. I go to the office every time I come back, I'm tired. On Friday, it's like Friday, one of the most happy days for me. Why? Saturday and Sunday is coming for me to rest. Monday, again, I feel like, I'm locked up in the system. No. The income potential here is so massive. I used to envy people when they say they earn 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. I envy them. But when I saw this business opportunity and I began to learn the skills like you've been teaching, I just realized that I don't envy anybody again, because even if you're earning 20 million, that's someone's weekly income in this business. Even if you earn a 100 million naira in a month, someone is earning $1 million in a month. So I don't envy anybody anymore. The question is, am I ready to pay the price? When I started, Mr. Moses, I began to learn from Tombra. I learned from you. I learned from Money Farmer. The vibe was massive. Beyond just learning was because I put myself in a place where I made up my mind to go all out and begin to recruit. Can I shock you, sir? I know I've said this before. Before the results started, we had days that no result was there. I had a meeting one day. I listened to Altenburg. It dawned on me that I needed to own my business. I needed to leave the passenger seat or the driver's position. I did a meeting. In 2 days, I was able to gather people in Ibadan. 45 of them came. Massive presentation. Did everything in just 2 days. Do you know till date, I think it's only 1 or 2 persons that have registered. And I got discouraged. But when I looked at Tomba again, I was discouraged. This guy just made money again. He just increased in rank. I looked at you. You released, that was about the time you got that your Ford. And I'm like, this guys are doing what am I not doing? I sat down one day. I met with my upline. I said, boss, forget anything. No, this will not be age matter. Because I know what you know. I should be earning what you earn. Show me the way. And he told me what I needed to do. And I went aggressively, started talking to people. That was when it dawned on me that when people tell you no, it is not the business opportunity they are saying no to oftentimes. It is the fact that they cannot relate to the fact that you are the right leader they should follow. And I changed my perspective. I began to work on myself. I thought I was good enough. The very day I worked on myself, that was when the whole game changed. Before, I would do presentation. When somebody tells me, okay, how much do I start with? Do you know I will start presentation again? Because even to cost 60K was difficult for me. But when I changed this whole game, I just realized that I could talk about 60K. I could talk about then it was 120 or 165. I could talk about 360. I just like that. Before you know what's happening, I began to close stockist plan. The dream for me came to reality when I went to Benin one time during the pandemic. I made up my mind I was going all out. See, if what Mr. Moses or your elite leader is telling you here, for those who can hear the sound of my voice, is what you would only run with, you would not get there on time. If they tell you you are a diamond, you cannot be a diamond until it dawns on you that you want to become a diamond. So that period, I made up my mind that I was tired of this bronze. This same time last year, I was only a bronze director. I remained in bronze for 5 months. 5 months, I was bronze. Do you know when I made up my mind to leave, to go all out for my business, start recruiting like mad, forget those who were telling me they were not doing, looking out for those I could get on board my team. When I landed Benin, from bronze, I jumped to platinum. That was when I began to get the voice to speak to people. People saw my result in my church. They saw this, and a lot of people joined my business. My friends outside the country began to join my business. Why? I made up my mind to own my own game. Learning from the above average community is perfect, but going all out, make your mistake, learn from your mistake, do what you have to do, carve your result. Have your own result. Like you said, some people don't want to hear the millions. If they hear Moses' result, they think you have come again. This is fraud. We've heard them before. But if they hear your little 50K that you make every week, they will join your business. And I changed the whole game. Ladies and gentlemen, from being a bronze director till about February last year, till date, I just realized that, I can say this now, this is a leadership meeting. In just 6 months, from June till about December, I've made over 20 million in this business. Let's forget about every other thing I've done.
Wow.
Now I have like Moses results. I can now talk about the millions, but it didn't start there. I started small. Now I want to encourage everybody who is here today. This training is the best you can ever get. I went to one time, there was no generator in my house. Generator went bad in Benin. I went out, I drove out at about after 6 to 7 to go get a brand new gen for my father's house. My father looked at me and said, that's my son. I want to get a car for my wife, relocated to a place that I can grow into. If you come to my house, it's like Moses' house. I'm not joking. I'm not competing, boss. I'm only competing with my yesterday. I made up my mind to go all out. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. God bless you all.
Wow. That was a great one from Pastor Thompson. Wow. I don't even know if you had that, got value from that. I'm just here feeling hot. 20 million naira in 6 months. So somebody struggling with the opportunity. He struggled. I know when we're talking about his struggle, he struggled. But 20 million naira in 6 months when you finally got it right. Okay, that was great one. That was a great one for Pastor Thompson. Sunday, can we hear from you, Sunday? Your hand is up.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, sorry, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. I've learned a lot. But I am an amateur person, but just started the business. But so far, I've been trying, learning more skills about it. So, but today, what I learned that I practiced, I just put it in practice right now, and it's work. It was when Mr. Moses talked about that your sales is when you close, as in your closing sales is when you start selling, or you start selling when you start closing. I just called one of my prospects that I showed the plan a few days ago, and I told him the same thing. I just told him that, sir, currently right now, as I'm talking to you now, there are more than 15 persons that have come into the business right now. And those persons, assuming you registered before now, they would have been under you. You say, wow, is that true? And I say, yes. And I say, yes. So I started applying this. Before I know, I invited him for the lunch today by 1 p.m. It was like, okay, today they're doing presentation. I said, yes, they're doing. Immediately he said, okay, fine, that he's going to be part of that training. And I repeated that same thing again and tell him that if you make a decision, that anybody that will come on board will come directly under you. So I just practiced what I learned today, and it's awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow, that was a great one for Sunday Terminal. All right, we have Luciana Habat. Let's hear from you, ma'am.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Moses.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. All right, my question, because I heard everything you said, my question is, when you meet people who you feel that their hearts, they really want to try something different because they've not actually arrived on anything and they really, really want to do this business and they don't have a source, like they don't have a source of income. You just know that this person cannot, but they have an eye, they have a mind to start up something. They want to be their own boss. They want to really, really key into this thing and they don't know how to go about it. What do you think one should do? That is one. And secondly, I remember that there was a time I wrote my list about people that I wanted them to join my business, and all of them was like, me, I've done MLM before. What I got, I didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. Me too, I've been injured in this MLM business, but the person that brought me in is because I trust him so much. No, not yes, I say I trust him. And because I'm a person that like to, no matter what it takes, I still want to try. Everybody have their own mindsets. So because I did one business with, he told me to do one business before and the thing did not bring money for me. So I was like, I beg MLM should enter. But again, after that one, I tried another one, and then the leader we had that time in those businesses I tried, in those MLM businesses I tried, they did not try. They made it look as if there was no care. I mean, I know that if you want to do business with people, you have to care for them, no matter how it is. You might not um do everything for them, but at least you always be there when they ask you questions. You'll be there to lead, you'll be there to help in every way that you can. So those leaders, they didn't help those times. So I got described when my leader again in this pure business came into and told me, there's this business I have. Oh, blah, blah, blah." I just believed him because I want to try it. It's me. I'm tired of the circumstance I find myself. So I know that yes, and ever since I will not tell you. I'm just gonna be sincere. Ever since I came into pure, I've not really made anything like made. I have this peace of mind. I will tell you that I've had peace of mind. As in, I think the peace of mind came from the leader, like yes, Mr. Moses. Because it's what you have from the top, you pass to those people that are down. If you're peaceful, every other leader will be peaceful. That's how it rolls. That's how I've understood things. You understand? So when you meet people that I want to do this business and they don't know how to go about it, they don't have even the cash, but they want to do it, what would you do? And for those who that have been wounded, that you feel that they are good, they've been good leaders even from where they were before. Maybe you guys met in that same business and you feel that they all left because of what they got. How else can you go about it? What should you do? How do you go about it?
Okay. Now, the first question, if I have somebody who is interested for no money, I do three things. Number one, uh, I teach them how to raise money. That's a major thing. But let me just focus on these 2 points that I always do. I teach them how to raise money because I believe everybody can raise money. That's my belief. The way to raise money is ABC. Either they go and ask from people or they borrow or they capitalize. Ask is says call people. They could call people and ask them, this is what I want to do. I need this X amount of money. Or they borrow the money, or they capitalize by selling something. They capitalize on something they have. And then, yeah. But if they can't ask for the full money and show them how to break down the money again, ask in the sense that if I have 20 names, let's say I have 20 friends, I teach them, like, let's say we're trying to raise 77,000 naira. They should go and look for 7,000 naira from 11 people. So I teach them how to look for 11 people that can give them 7,000 naira. And that way they've been able to raise the money. Still, there are people who can't do this. All of these things I'm saying. But there are certain persons, that's the first option I would give. But if they can't and they really show interest, that they still come back and tell you nobody in their life can give them 7,000 naira. You've not seen anything. That the whole of their life is empty. I'm like, okay, you don't have anybody that can even offer you some, but a lot of people have given this idea. I think that was how they were able to figure out their capital. 7,000 naira from 11 people. So they go down and write a list. I always tell them, go and make the list of 30 people this night. If you know you want to really work with me, prove it with this. Use the phone this night and call 7 people and tell them that you just started a business and you are left with 7K. They should borrow you. And they will borrow you. Then you can actually have a business. A lot of people are doing this for other things that are not even useful. So you teach them how to use it to raise capital. The next thing again is that apart from them raising capital, I actually use them as a way to bait some people into the business. If I love your passion, I will go pick up a phone and call somebody on phone and say, there's a great guy that wants to work, but he doesn't have money. If you come on board today, I can have him under you. If you pick the stockist plan, you can put him on your free stockist slots. And a lot of people pick stockist plan because they want those people that I told them about. All you need is to ensure that person you want to mentor the person. So through that guy, I'm going to get the stockist in, or I'll get somebody to pay for the business and also pay for him. So the both ways, you can't lose it. So that's one way it works. Those persons that have lost it and they were leaders in your former company and you are hoping on them, you can never hope on anybody in network marketing. In fact, the worst people are those people at the moment. The people who have the feeling that they know it and they have been burnt. You can't change them. In case you don't know, they need to change themselves. They need to go back and work on their mind by themselves. If not, they are not still the best people on your structure. No, people make this error. Oh, this guy was our top income earner in the former company. If I can get him here, you can't get him. The best people for your business are people, just fresh minds that you can work with. Deal with them. When those ones are ready, they will figure you out by themselves. But to think about it, because you call them and they said no, you think their business has ended. No. In fact, put them aside and move on. So that's it, man. All right. Listen, I don't know if that's enough value for you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, man. All right. So we have Edward Money Stream. Everybody is fine money name. Edward Money Stream. Can you admit yourself?
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Moses, and good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Moses, please, I want to appreciate you on this powerful training. I have some things I've been thinking. I don't know if I'm right. I really need help here. I'm a stockist in this business. If not for the love I have for my family, this thing would have thrown me into shambles, and my marriage would have gone into shambles seriously. Now, by my target, I joined Pure since June last year, May, June. And I did a minor stockist plan. What I'm seeing, I've not made up to 300 in Pure, 300,000 in Pure. Even when I've invested close to about 1 million, close to 1 million in Pure. Now, One of the things I see today, I don't know if I'm right. That is why I want to speak out my mind and say all of the things bothering me and how I can get help, be helped out of this. If my neighbor is a stockist, and for instance, every person in my close my street becomes stockist, then who buys the products? Because I say all of our drive is recruiting stockists. And if there's no embargo of people becoming stockists, who buys our product? That is one. Usually I'm not in town. I'm a traveler by the kind of work I do. But that is not what I'm really depending on. I know network marketing pays, and I really want to grow my team. Yet it has not really paid off. It has not worked out. I don't know. How can I move forward with all of this?
Okay.
I need help.
So this is it here. Yeah. You know, the first problem is that a lot of people are getting the whole perspective of the stock is wrong. And 2021, we want to change that perspective. The stockist is not an investment scheme. It's a business, just like every other business. And the reason why it is called stockist, you are not stuck with the whole company's products. No matter what we have come to look at it as, no stockist is enough to hold the entire volume as long as the market is expanding. The average, the 7 to 8, which is currently 7 to 8, which was 640 before, is roughly 10 stockists on the personal starter, 10 people personal starter pack order alone is able to finish that. Now, our problem is not even on the, because we've not even come to any point close to saturation. It's just that a lot of people are passive about the business. They were thinking it's just going to be a plug and play, buy and dump and all of that. We understand that. Now we're trying to change that perspective, because there's actually all of the stockists have actually met that are doing very well. Something they're doing. They just have products there and then they went to sleep. But it will be very slow if you are doing nothing about it. Maybe 1 or 2 support from your upline, or maybe 1 or 2 link up that helps the person to actually restock, but it will be very slow. But there are better ways now to go about it, which is what a lot of people are doing. And they have to keep an active that is involved in the business. You have to get somebody that will be trained that is involved in the business. A lot of people are not doing anything. It's just to put them on penny, to know about this business and to be in this business, to take it as their own business, to push it, to learn these things. Like being in this meeting is not just for you. Being in a training like this is a place where you have 1 or 2 persons from your own side that is coming to learn how to close sales. Now you see, there's no way somebody from your structure is learning this business and is making sales, because they don't have a stockist of their own too. They don't have a big stock, but these guys are closing sales. They have to pick the product from your stock and all of that. So they have to be intentional about the business 2021. That we can support you, because we're going to do a special training on stockist business and how you can develop that business. On the second hand, the whole idea about growth in this thing has a lot to do with team building. And there's a big difference between, you can't make money in MLM just by stocking products. No matter, even if it's let's assume somebody came in with 60,000 naira, the product will be with you. Either you use it or you use it for business. But the good news is the person can say, okay, this is where my money is. That's why we always say there is no loss. This is where my money is until I figure out a proper way to do the business. There's a lady right here, I think Ada Pinkett. She's here, right here. She's here. When I just started this business for 5 months, I believe I'm right. You can type it for me there if I'm right. I think for 5 months, she couldn't do restock. And she did 2.5 million naira. So she sat down to take this thing as a business. And right now, she does restock like twice a month. The same person. So I just wasn't sure. I knew it was 5 months, but I knew it was some couple of months she couldn't restock. Then, and okay, she said correct. So 5 months, she's right here with us. So 5 months she couldn't restore. She did 2.5. Today, so the only thing is that people just felt this is one of those schemes that their money will just be doubling and all of that because they had of 10%. Everything here is a business community, and every business community is always this way. Now, you have to create a strategy to it. You have to understand the business. You have to also love the business, no matter the distance, and one way or the other, you see some progress. So for me right here, this is 2021 dream. Anybody on stockists, we have to put a special training for just stockists. Those that are ready, because you won't still get 100% success on the stockists because some people will still not be ready. Some people will still not want to put any effort. In fact, their bargain is they will never do anything. But then we need to also let them know that even if you don't want to do anything, find somebody that can take your role, because those products will not move for their feet by themselves. And this, because you're not holding the company whole stock, that somebody can say, okay, because you're a major stockist in that city, let everybody come to that spot. Even if it's 10, 20, the market keeps expanding. So the market expands with the volume. If volumes of people comes on there, gradually, people want packs. They can, if just 10 orders, 10, 15 orders, it might take 1 or 2 more. That is it, Mr. Ed. The next stockist meeting I'm going to be doing, I'll call Ada to be on that meeting. So she shares some of her ideas, how she was able to move her business as a stockist. She's more of a stockist. She has not even been building the network marketing side very big. She has been more of a stockist. And but then she's doing the business and she's paying attention to every details. So I can promise you guys that we're going to have a stockist training. Now we can take our stockist business to the next level. I believe that works out for you. Thank you, sir. All right, so we have Diamond Fisher. Diamond Fisher, can we hear from you? You can unmute your mic.
Okay. Good morning, my leaders. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my leaders. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. We can hear you, ma'am.
I'm super excited to be among this wonderful family. You know, I just want to say a big thank you for you to take your time to initiate this for this tribe. It's very, very massive because I'm connecting right in the hospital. I've been hospitalized, but my sickness can never stop me. So what I want to say is this: like yesterday, I learned something from the previous meeting. When is it money focus, lead and dominate, somebody like that. He said something about one of his doctor friends. Immediately, I recalled one of my doctor friends too. So after the meeting, I just chatted her. I said, babe, what's up? This business, she just told me pop and play. I don't have that kind of money. I said, no problem. So when she viewed my status, she saw Dr. Sarifat when I just put congratulations, ma. She now chatted me immediately. Pato, how it take happen? I said, that is why you refuse to answer as I'm talking to you now. She is planning to, because what she told me that in next month, by God's grace, there's this contribution she's collecting that she's going to join my team as a stockist. So what I wanted to say is this: anybody that is here, whatsoever that is being taught here, put it into practice. Even though all didn't come to pass, but at least 1 or 2 will work out. So thank you very much for all your time and effort. God bless the above average. Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, Diamond Fisher. And we pray you get well soon. Thank you for being here. All right. So we have Winifred, the last person here, Starlight. Winifred, can we hear from you? Winifred, can we hear from you? Can you unmute your mic? Okay.
Good morning. Good morning,
Morning.
everyone. I think this is the first time I'm actually raising up my hand to contribute. So I just want to say thank you, Mr. Moses. This meeting has really been, in fact, this 5 days drive, I've really been pushing myself not to miss any meeting because I know that this 2021 has a lot to hold. So around last year, um, I was really trying to push this business because I got to know it not this business as a student. So I always had this student mentality, like, oh, how will I be a student and how will I be doing this? How will I be doing that? How will I have 60,000 naira to push this business? But one person that's actually been an inspiration to me is Pastor Thompson. So last year I really listened to a lot of wrong people and I was in the worst environment. So my parents, they saw, like, I was at home, I was always calling people. Then I always like me and Pastor Thompson, he was helping me most times. We do three-way call, so I was always calling people, and it's really got to a lot of trouble because whenever my mom sees me talking to Pastor Thompson, she was always thinking I was following married men, and she was really like, who are these people I'm always talking to? So she really discouraged me, and I let that get to me. A lot of people like talked me out of it, and I let it get to me. But I said something, okay, because before this year actually came in, I had like a vision or something about this pure, and like it's something like stop running away from it. Sit down, give yourself 1 year. And so I spoke to my mentor and I told him, like, I called him, okay, what's the new strategy? Because last year I did a launch, so that was my first launch. And in fact, after much pushing, after much putting on social media, I even spent on money on ad, went around, did like personal outreach, giving people flyers and everything, and only one person showed up. And I was at the end of the day, I was feeling so discouraged. But my sister called me. I was like, I should just be okay. And then later it came back to me like, okay, Mr. Moses has actually shared a testimony like this. So I was definitely okay. Yes, it's even good. At least my experience, my success stories is almost linking to one of the top earners in Pure. So okay, I can still do this. So that's why I just want even this 2021, I really want to push very well. And this 5 days drive, I really want to thank Mr. Moses. That's really, really been impactful. In fact, my notebook is so full. I'm always calling, I'm always like making use of my social media. My phone is like my baby now because I'm always talking to people and I'm really seeing improvements based on what I'm learning because I don't want to be left out. Because I feel like if I just miss one meeting, I turn back and I say everybody has gone so fast. So I just feel like, oh, I need to learn this, I need to learn that. So even during this meeting, I was cooking, but I still left it on. I was still listening, taking some notes, and I'm really grateful. I know that this 2021 will be very, very great for all of us. So thank you so much, Mr. Moses. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Right, thank you very, thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, thank you all. Thank you for coming. At this point, I'm handing over to Dozie to help us close. Thank you, Dozie. 1 p.m. we'll have another afternoon session, business meeting, business launch for people that are ready to know about this business. So invite your friends. I'm leaving this call to go run my invitation also. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. Wow. If you got value from all that Mr. Moses shared, just go to the chat box and type value, value, value. Please, let's appreciate him. This is knowledge. What more than 500,000 naira, as Pastor Thompson said. So it's time to go and invite. The next meeting is by 1 o'clock. The link is different from this link, and the passcode is also different. So help your people that are coming into it to log in. Also, just give them the right steps and the right procedures, and let them come in by 1 o'clock. It's going to be really great. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great time. God bless you all. Bye-bye.